Esther here, about to start a revolution or something, a raw food revolution. When I was in Kenya, I saw Nawal al-Saadawi, the Egyptian woman who, she doesn't like being called an activist, but she's an activist, a feminist, and stands up for people, women in her country who are being oppressed. Anyway, she said that if we all lived our passion, like if everyone lived their passion like full out, that right there would be a revolution. So live your passion. Okay, so day 5 of my 5-day juice and water fast, and last night I broke my fast. I mean, I'm still fasting today, but I was just like overwhelmed. And I went to the biscuit tin, I got biscuits. This is how long it lasted. You know, I got like water biscuits, took the peanut butter down, took a knife out of the drawer. So there was all that time to stop myself, but I didn't. And I ate 2 water biscuits with peanut butter on. Like, you know, like a crazy person. I've continued my fast today, you know, with more gusto because of that. And I've just been asking myself the question, so, you know, what is that about? Like, where does that come from? Where I try to sabotage things. And I just think it's in the realm of self-belief is how far I've got with it. I'll do some more journaling before I go to bed this evening. The other thing I want to talk about was Vegan Fresh's video, Black Vegan, and basically being challenged about how you eat. One time, this was in Kenya actually, I was called a rodent. He said, "You eat like a rodent." I was eating roast squash and big salad and spinach and loads of fruit, bananas, mangoes, smoothies. The guy said, "I eat like a rodent." So I left where I was standing, confronted him. I said, well, only time will tell. We'll see in years to come if I still look more like this and you still look more like that, eating what you eat and me eating what I eat. But I was it still bothered me. And I had to like hail him out, like in a gathering, for calling me a rodent. That's a classic, right? Going back to the labels thing, same house actually, same kitchen, same spot on the planet, Kenya, and this beloved young woman was asking me about how I ate, because my friend there, she was saying how, oh, Esther doesn't eat wheat and something like that. But then I walked into the kitchen, just happened to walk into the kitchen, and they asked me, oh, do you eat wheat? I just said, no, I do eat wheat, but you've just never seen me eat bread, because I don't really eat bread. And then beloved friend said, oh, so, you know, how do you eat? And I just said my usual, I just don't eat meat and I don't eat fish. And she was like, so is that kind of like, are you like a vegan? So like really trying to pin me down. I was like, oh no, I just don't eat meat and I don't eat fish. And I said to her, but I do eat cake. That's kind of like my weakness. I'll eat cake. And if the cake has been made with eggs, then I would have eaten eggs. She was about to say, so then you're a fake vegan. But I reiterated, no, I just don't eat meat and fish. Beloved was about to call me a fake vegan and then had to swallow her words when there's no labels over here. This is a good one actually. So again in Kenya, Mombasa this time. And we went to the coast, we went to Mombasa. So three girls, and we're staying in this apartment. And it's self-catering, so we're buying food, we're eating out sometimes like that. So there was one night we were like, okay, well, we're going to cook tonight. But they didn't buy any meat or fish, so there just happened to be vegetables. I hardly even noticed. But then when I did notice, I was like, oh, interesting. And I made a green salad with lots of tomatoes and cucumbers, and we all love avocado, so that was lucky. And I knocked up a dressing with some olive oil and some lime juice and some black pepper, because it was really sparse ingredients in this, you know, 3-girl apartment, like Mombasa baby trip. And there was some sweet potato, so I delegated the sweet potato out to be parboiled and roasted. The oven wasn't working, so they were like deep fried. And then there was some sukuma wiki, which is like Kenyan kale. So I delegated that out to chop it up with some tomatoes, and that was like fried off in a pot. And we sat round and we feasted. For me, that's a feast. One of the girls came up to me after and said, "Oh, do you know what, Esther, I didn't think that I would be, but I'm really stuffed after that." And I'm like, yeah, no, that's how I eat. Oh, there was one last thing that I wanted to say. That ties in with the fact that it's not always plain sailing eating a plant-based diet or eating off the grid. And that's one of my universal truths that the angels came to me with the other night. It doesn't matter what the other person, mother, lover, brother thinks, says or does. What matters is how you react and how you continue to react now and in the future. So basically, whatever anyone has to say, it's their business, because my business is something else. So I'm going to check in tomorrow and share what I break my fast with. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching. My name's Esther and this is The Living Fruits. Rate with a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe.